Good morning, guys. Today we are going to see the topic arrays in Java programming. First, we see what array is. Array is a collection of items or a group of elements. Um, in mathematical perspective, this is a set of elements. To be precise, this is set of similar elements because if it is a set of different elements, then it is called as structures. Have you Did you learn the concept called struct in C? But array is a group of similar elements. So today we are going to see only about the arrays. Array is a linear data structure. When the elements are saved in the form of linear wise, that is only lengthwise, then it is called single dimension array. But if the same thing is stored in two different two different dimensions, that is, one is by lengthwise and another one is in height wise or top down on left to right, then it is called as two dimensional array. Likewise, if I can save something in three dimensions, that is in a form of cube, then that is three-dimensional array. So for now we are going to see only about the single dimension and two-dimensional array. To simplify an array, the basic concept is let me give you the real world example of array. This is an array. Why it is an array? This is a set of similar elements. This jasmine string is a set of jasmines. So here the elements are jasmines and the whole jasmine as a string forms an array. Here this is a flower and each flower is an element of this one single array of flowers. And by this way, our thousand wala crackers is also another example of array. These are like single dimensional array because everything is stored in single dimension, that is in lengthwise. That is, this one is stitched in single dimension, so it's a lengthwise, it is a single dimension array. But let me take this example of a chocolate. We have a two dimensional array. See, one row, second row, third row, and first column and second column. So this is a two dimensional array. This window is also a two dimensional array. The apps in our phones stored in a grid-wise manner, that is an array. So likewise, these are arrays. A cube is a good example for a three-dimensional array. For now, let me explain array in a simple example. So this is a box of pencils. So this is called a box array. Okay, in this box we have 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. So 14 number of pencils. So the size of the box is 14. So we index each pencil in this box. So this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. Likewise, this index is stored from 0 to 13. So in this box there are 14 elements which all same type, that is pencil. Now we try to convert it into a computer concept. Here this is an array. In array we have a position. So this is 0th position, 1th position, 2nd position, 3rd position, likewise. So these positions number is called array indexes, and the elements or variables or any data that is stored inside this position is called array elements. So array is a variable that can store set of elements of same data type and which can be accessed through these keys, that is array index. So the simple syntax of an array is, first we have to tell the data type, then we have to tell this is an array. So to say this is an array, we are using two square brackets and then the name of the array. This is an example. So integer is this array's type. This we said this is an array using this square brackets. Integer is the array's data type and the name of the array is my_num. So this is a simple syntax in Java to declare an array. So we had this integer array. How we are going to post a data or store the data in this array? Here this is an array of integer type. The array's name is my_num. So as I said in mathematical formation, this is a set. Whenever two curly braces comes, this is set. So this is the first element, this is the second element, this is the third element, this is the fourth element. In array, the index starts from 0, then 1, then 2, then goes as long as the size of the array. So in my_num's 0th position, the value 10 is stored. In my_num's first position, the value 20 is stored. In my_num's second position, the value 30 is stored. Likewise, here is an example of string array. We declare this is an array using a square bracket and the type of the data is string. The name of the string is called cars. Now with the use of set, we stored these car names within this string array. So we used double quotes to say this is a string. Okay, now how we are going to access this array? So for this example, this is a car. In car's first position, the data 0th position, the data stored is Volvo. In car's first position, the data stored is BMW. So if I use car of 0, that is car square bracket of 0, then the output is Volvo, because in the 0th position Volvo is stored. In first position BMW is stored. In the second position Ford is stored. In the third position Mazda is stored. So this is how we are going to access the arrays. So how can I rewrite the array? How can I insert an element in array? So if to insert an array, either I should enter in the last, that is to append. If I have to append it, then I have to use cars open bracket open square bracket. The position here is 4, right? So that is what I have to insert. So in the fourth place, if I insert something Audi, then in fourth position Audi will be inserted. To replace something, all I have to do is I present the key 0. In cars array, at the 0th position Volvo is there. I am replacing the Volvo with Opel. So if I now access the car 0, the output will not be Volvo, it will be Opel. So you understood this single dimension array, right? Here, if the cars is an array, then dot length will give the size of the array. This is 0th position, first position, second position, third position. The number of elements inside this array is 1 element, 2 second element, third element, fourth element. So there are 4 elements inside this array. So when I use this cars dot length function, it will gives the output of the size of the array, that is 4. So the next is traversing the array. So instead of giving one by one output, instead of accessing the array one by one, I am going to use for loop for that. So the I starts from 0, then it goes up to the length of the array, then it increments by 1. So at the time of the first round, it has to print cars I, that is car with the index of 0. So index of 0, first cars 0, then cars 1, then cars 2, likewise up to the cost length is 4. So the for loop runs up to 3, size of 3. So 4 times it ran in iterative form, so it prints each time the each element of the array. In simple, we can use the for each loop. The short form of the for is for string I to cars. I states for the index value. So usually the index starts from 0 to the size of the array. Size of the array. It gives the output here I. Then here we go for the multi-dimensional array. To declare this is a multi-dimensional array, so this is an integer type. All the values will be stored here will be integers, and to declare this is a two-dimensional array, I have to use the square bracket 2 times, the set of square bracket 2 times. So here the my numbers array is a two-dimensional array, so it will have a 2 sets. It will have a 2 sets inside one set. So this first set has 1 2 3 4. The second set has 5 6 7. So this is row 1, this is row 2. This one is column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. In Java, the array doesn't have to be equal size. So if I'm taking an array like this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, so this is a two-dimensional array, good, but one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is also a good example for a two-dimensional array. The size of the rows doesn't have to be equal in Java arrays. So this is how I am going to access a 2D array using a nested for loop. One for loop is for accessing the columns. The another for loop is for accessing the rows. So here my numbers of ij, my numbers of I and j, this is row, this is column index, this will show the column index. So if it is 0 1, the row is 0, the 0th row is this one, and the column is 1, the first column is this one. So at the next iteration this will be 0 and 0 and 2, sorry, 0 0 0 1, then 0 2. Likewise the index will pass through this first row, then after the first row is over it pass through the second row. This is how the 2D array will be accessed. So here is a full Java program with a class name called main, and within this the main function we are declaring the my numbers array, and we are using the nested for loop to print the arrays. First this will print the row number 1, that is 1 2 3 4, then the row number 2, that is 5 6 7. So this is the end of the arrays session. Let's meet in the next session. Thank you.